9:30 p.m. Let's see what we can learn about our camera. This is the Sabbath, you know. No labor. Now, I don't know what all these other buttons do, folks. What's that button do? What's this button do? I gotta call up JVC. See what this button does. I can't see if it does anything. I'll record. What's that button do, folks? And then there's a button on the side. What's that do? Oh, we'll have to call up JVC. You hear that, .com? You're going to have to call up JC tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. That's the Sabbath. Monday. Tomorrow's Partnership Day, February 14th. God and I have been partners for 6 years. But I like better what we are now. We are in each other's presence. In the presence of happiness. Okay, let's go charge this on the computer in case we need it tomorrow. Well, over here is 5 camcorders. And I got them all sorted out, I hope, and got them into their right boxes, and they're going to the museum. They're all mini DVs. Or one is high 8. Maybe a couple of them. Maybe it's more than 5. And look at this latest camcorder. Well, let's go charge it in the computer. Snowstorm number 20. See if we could get a better picture than this. 22 degrees, the favorite temperature for the whole season. And it's 7:10 in the morning. And here is one of my favorite words out of my 249 favorite words. Admirable. Qualities that excite wonder. United with approbation. Deserving the highest esteem. There is only one who fits that. This is February the 14th, Partnership Day. I've been God's partner for 6 years. We got to give this squirrel some Brazil nuts. He came right up here for them, and he found an empty dish. Well, anyway, this is Partnership Day, Valentine's Day, Adjutant J, a helper, an assistant to God. Let's go feed that squirrel some Brazil nuts. I still think I can get a better picture than that. I charged it last night for 3 hours. This is a JVC high definition shirt pocket camera. That's good, red, vegetarian blood, vegan blood. And how did it happen? This is a very sharp knife, and that's what it takes to cut up this week old bread for the animals. I don't like to eat bread. The crust was so hard that the knife, instead of penetrating the crust, it slipped over it and penetrated the thumb. That's what you call adamant, incapable of being dissolved, penetrated, broken. So I don't eat bread, I eat biscuits, and they are delicious, and I make them myself. I told you the recipe. Very easy. 3 cups of flour, tablespoon of baking powder, teaspoon of salt, half a cup of vegetable oil, and 3/4 a cup of water. And that's all that's in them. I guess you really don't need the salt. And that's how many it makes. Blouse pocket camera. Now bandage the finger, thumb, and wash it in water as hot as you can stand it until it stops bleeding, unless you're a hemophiliac, and then put your band-aids on it. And now you will not have any infection. And the infection is usually worse than the cut, so you keep old germs out of there. And that's my lesson in first aid today. On February 14th, Valentine's Day. And I'm glad I didn't lose my thumb. The opposable thumb. The opposable thumb. That's why human beings can do so much more than animals. Not that the human beings are any better. Pretty good. That's going to stay on there as long as Old Brown stayed in heaven, as my mother used to say. February 14th, Valentine's Day, an adjutant, a helper, a partner. I'm practicing the JVC high definition blouse pocket camera. Okay, into the sanctuary. What's the first thing we do? Were you one with God yesterday? Were you? I would say 94%. I can remember 1 sin, 2 sins, 3 sins. That would be 97. And I should have made it to the post office, because there's people I have to help by mailing things, and I did it. Okay, blessings of February the 13th, Saturday. The 1980 Lincoln started up without putting gas in the carburetor and without boosting it. And he had his exercise. And the 1993 Lincoln got air in his tire, passenger front. And Mr. Donald McDonald helped. Thank you. Electrical and furnace repair. Thank you. Sharon at Stewart's helped me read my track phone, and I have until April 9th to add minutes, and I have 210 minutes on it. I never use a track phone. Hardly ever. And I don't call it a cell phone because I'm not in a cell. George McDermott, I tried to help him. And he was shoveling snow, and he shouldn't have. And apparently Washington, D.C. and Maryland have the worst snow they've ever had in their lives down there. Did he say 20 inches? That's a great deal of snow. I blew through 18 inches recently. Much more than that in Prescott, Maine in the 1930s. 40 degrees below zero every night. The beans are baking. Great Northern beans for the neighbor dogs and any other animals who come. Molasses, brown sugar, vegetable oil, salt. I think that's all. You have to soak the beans for, 2 hours, and you have to boil them for 4 hours, and then you have to bake them. I don't think there can be much left. Finished the cycle. Made the biscuits. Did a chat with Glendora, New London, Connecticut, senior citizens. Did the 50 telephone calls. We're up to 20,700 telephone calls since October 18th, 2003. Counting the blessings of yesterday. The man who makes the snow sculptures on Broad Street in Kinderhook. Great, great big bunny, great big lion. Bunny sitting outside of the library reading a book. God's creativity. Getting the work done in 6 days, resting on the Sabbath, no labor. The fundamental blessings, of course, and fundamental is spelled F-U-N-D-A-M-E-N-T-A-L. Emphasize the fun and fundamentals. The universe, born, alive, healthy, food, clothing, a home, freedom, independence, no catastrophes, finances, education, TV career, TV business, husband and husband's job. Any other blessings of yesterday? Oh yes, many more. Two hours alone with God in the sanctuary. Rising and going with God the first thing, which means to realize you're happy. You're happy for the night's sleep. You're happy to able to sit up. You're happy to able to stand up. You're happy to able to walk. You're happy to do the ablutions and get all clean and have a shower. And you're happy to have nice clean clothes. Maroon. And the hat with all of the vegan buttons on it, telling people not to be cruel to animals. Making the bed, tidying up the kitchen, feeding the cats, feeding the dogs, feeding the squirrels or any other animals. I don't see any other animals but squirrels and dogs. Where are my raccoons and my skunks and my possum and my woodchuck and my rabbits? I like rabbits, they're vegetarian. My cats are vegan. And they're waiting for their vegan package of $110 to come up from Maryland, but if they're having all that snow down there, that will delay it, won't it? Any more blessings for yesterday? Yes, hundreds. I wrapped all of my vegan labels, boxes and bags and labels of vegan food to preserve at the museum to help anybody who wants to be a vegan. What you can buy and where you can buy it. Minus the post office, I didn't go, and minus the museum, I didn't go. It was too cold. It was 30 degrees, and it only took 10 minutes before your thumbs were numb. Okay. That's what you do in retreat the night before you go to sleep. You list your blessings of the day, and then you plan tomorrow. Well, plan tomorrow is 0 because it's a Sabbath. 0 labor. You rest with God and the exaltation and the exaltation and exaltation, the joy, the Holy Grail, the oneness, the perfection at last, the mystic way. where you won yesterday. We went over that. I would say a score of 94%. Today, well, cutting your thumb wasn't perfection. Well, prayer life of a nobody. Light improved, but it didn't record. I'll have to call JVC. Not today, it's a Sabbath, but tomorrow, Monday. Well, it's over. Or at least this part of it's over, 9:30. And it was exhilarating. I just wish everybody could have this happiness. Everybody. And there's no reason they can't. So I went through the Pure Thought Finder and read about Brother Lawrence and read Matthew 12 and looked at the quick log, made a quick log for yesterday. Just a Sabbath. No labor, rest. Work done in 6 days. Went through the cycle in 6 days. And kept the joy book. Just rested. And the Spirit was poured upon you. That's what it amounts to. The Sabbath puts the Spirit upon you.
Who puts it on YouTube for you now?
Devin.
All right. What you have to do is that you have to get the authorization code.
I have it.
All right, so you can put it in yourself.
Yes, but I don't know how.
Okay. Okay, you have that. All right, now.
Do you know how?
My daughter does.
Did she tell you how?
She has
That's where
her
you
own
left.
account.
You left it. That's where you left it. But I have my account, and I can also put up an hour.
Also put up a what? An hour?
An hour. Other people can only put up 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, do you know how to do it yet? If I give you the code?
Well, I got to check with my daughter how that access works.
Oh, okay. That's where I left you
Yeah.
Thursday. You were going to check with her.
Well, yes, but she told me that you have to sign up.
Well, I am signed up, and I have my code. So now what's next?
Now you have to go in there and you just download what you want.
Can you show me how?
Well, yeah, but I got to find out how it works, Glendora. You know, it's not something you turn on and off. They're all different.
Well, YouTube was helping me, but I ran out of charge.
Okay. Okay. My daughter had her knows all about it.
Well, when are we going to...
She's been putting her son on.
Yes, she has. And when are we going... How are we going to resolve this? Through Heather or through you?
I like how we are going to resolve this.
YouTube, JVC is helping me.
Okay.
They're good, but I don't know how to do things.
Yeah, I got to sit down with my daughter this afternoon.
Okay.
And she'll run through 1, 2, 3 with me.
All right. Shall I give you the code?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I don't know if they got choir practice or not.
Well, you're here in case they do.
Yeah, well, I gotta also have to run back and get my wife.
Oh, that's right. All righty. I thank you. I have a bag to get out.
I like to see the elevator.
Yes, George. I like the whole new art there. Do you know anything about the teens going to Bronx this afternoon?
No. Oh, no, they're gone.
They've gone.
I think they've gone.
Well, who was in charge of that?
You leave that in there?
Yes, because it's for Linda. And I look forward to seeing Linda later.
Yeah. Maybe we'll all go out to breakfast this morning.
Excuse me?
Maybe we'll all go out to breakfast.
Oh, all righty. Thank you for holding the door. That's the Sunday school. Now we will water the plants. I don't approve of that of violence. That is not the way to teach Sunday school.